Hello sweet friends, and welcome to a new vlog. If you're new here, my name is Kim. I'm a third year 5th grade teacher in West Michigan. So today is January 18th, which means it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I know a lot of schools have today off. My district unfortunately does not, though I will say I do like spending Martin Luther King Jr. Day with my students and teaching them about Martin Luther King Jr. This is not the first time all year we've talked about Martin Luther King Jr. and it won't be the last. I think it's important to highlight Black leaders through the entirety of the school year, but today is a day where we can really like soak into that and focus on Martin Luther King Jr. and the civil rights movement of the 1950s. So anyways, I'm excited about that. I have a shirt on today that I'll show you guys. This is from Etsy. I got this my first year of teaching, and you can just like pause it and look at it if you want to, but I really like this and I love the conversations that this leads to. So that's the shirt that I'm wearing today, and I will walk you through what we're doing today in just a little bit, but for now I did pick up an iced coffee this morning because not only do I have a full day of teaching today, we also have a meeting right after school that goes until like almost 6 o'clock, and we are required to stay at school even though it's virtual. So anyways, I thought I might need an iced coffee today. I probably need to come up with better coping mechanisms in 2021, but it hasn't happened yet, so iced coffee for now. This one is just like a cheapy one from McDonald's. It's just a medium caramel iced coffee. So anyways, I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna get all situated. I know one of the other teachers was gonna come down and look through some of my books and maybe grab a book for her class today. So I need to make sure that I'm like all ready to go when she comes down in a little bit. But hopefully today ends up being a really good day. I am excited for my lessons today with my kids, but I do need to just get things situated and all ready for the day to start. So I will try to check in probably this morning. If not this morning, then I'll check in at lunch. Hey there guys, so it is lunch right now, and I ended up working through most of my lunch, so I don't have super long to talk to you guys, but I did want to tell you that today we went through Martin's Big Words, which I love this picture book. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I just think the illustrations are so beautiful. We get to talk about how it's an award winner, it's a Caldecott honor, Coretta Scott King, and then this is from the New York Times, and it was voted, I think, the best illustrated children's book of 2001. So we get to talk about those awards and then dig into the text. So we read this together. I read it as a read aloud under the document camera so the kids could see the pictures, because I can't have them like come up to the rug or anything this year. They have to stay at their desk. So I've been using my document camera to do a lot of my read alouds this year. So I did that. We discussed it. It was great. We did our vocabulary for the week based on this book. So we talked about some vocabulary from the book, and then I also used a sentence from this book as our mentor sentence for the week that we're going to go back to. And on Monday we just talked about like what we noticed. Tomorrow we'll do parts of speech in the sentence, and then we'll use it just as like a mentor sentence throughout the week. And then I use this product off of TPT. This is from Read Like a Rock Star, and it's More Than a Dream, and I love these products. They're really meant for like K through 2, I believe, but I use a lot of this stuff with my 5th graders and I think it works great. We read this whole book as a read aloud together. So I put this as an ebook so the kids could have it on their Chromebooks, and then we read all of it together, and then there's some sections in here for a turn and talk, and so I had the kids turn and talk about what they thought about the questions in here, and it led to some great discussions. We actually discussed so much that we didn't make it all the way through the book, so I told them that we'll finish it up tomorrow because we ran out of time. So I love this. If you're looking for a great product that you could use year-round, definitely check this out. I will link it in the description box below. It's amazing, phenomenal. And I seriously love every single product that I bought from Lanisha and Naomi. They are amazing, and they make the most amazing social studies products. So definitely check them out, especially if you teach K through 2, but even if you teach upper L, like I said, I use them as well, and I love them, and they lead to such good conversations. And so anyways, I really love these products. And now my alarm is going off, which is telling me that the kids are about to come in a few minutes. So anyways, I need to get all situated, and when they come back in, we ran out of time to do deer time before lunch, so we're gonna do deer time after lunch today. Normally we do it before, but I ran out of time. And so anyways, we're gonna do deer time as soon as we come back, which is just our independent reading time, and I sit and I read with the kids as well and just show them that I am a reader. And so we have that right when we get back from lunch and recess, and then I will teach math, and it should be a good day. So anyways, I have a meeting right after school today, so I don't know when I will see you guys again, but it might not be until tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see, but I will see you when I see you. Here are the books that I have on display up here, and then I have some more in that little book box, so lots of amazing books. And one of my coworkers actually borrowed a book this morning too, so yes, lots of great books on here. This one is like one of my new favorites. It's so cool. So there's a bunch of different poems in here, which is awesome. So anyways, I'm sure some of the kids will want to read these during deer time today as well. And I just let the kids read whatever they want to read during deer time. Good morning, sweet friends. Now it is Tuesday morning before school, and yesterday I didn't end up getting home until a little bit after 6, I think. Our meeting went until 5:45, and then it just took me a little while to actually get out of the building. And then by the time I got home, I basically had dinner, did a little bit of lesson planning because I needed to finish lesson planning for today, and then watched Bachelor, and that was basically my night. So I feel like anytime we have meetings after school, my night just goes by so fast. Also, a lot of our meetings are on Mondays, which is always kind of rough, but I survived it. And it was just like a district-wide grade level meeting, so we just joined via Google Meets now because we're not all meeting together. So anyways, that was that. And I want to show you what I'm reading right now. I don't think I showed you yesterday, so I want to show you because I did read just a little bit more last night. So let me grab that out of my backpack moment. Alright, so this is the middle grade novel that I'm reading right now. So I do read with my kids every single day, so I always have a middle grade novel that I'm working on. This one is called Tune It Out, and I had seen this one on Megan Forbes' Instagram. Megan Forbes is too cool for middle school. I love her. I talk about her all the time because she's my favorite. I feel like I literally mention her in every single video. So if you're not following Megan, you clearly need to, because I am highly influenced by her. But I got this book from the library, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So this is the book I'm reading right now. I'm not super far, but I did read just a little bit more last night before I fell asleep. And then when I'm done with that one, I have this one lined up to read next. This one is called When Life Gives You Mangoes, and I've heard really good things about this book as well. So I'm excited to read this one when I finish Tune It Out. So currently reading and to be read soon. Also, I did make a bookstagram, which is like an Instagram page, but it's like all books. So I'm sharing like what I'm currently reading, books I want to read in the future, book reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if you'd like to follow that page, it is EITM Reads. So it stands for Elementary in the Mitten Reads. And I'll pop it up on the screen right here and then have a link below as well. But if you'd like to follow me over there, I've been having a ton of fun with it. I've been posting a lot, and I've been following a ton of different book accounts, and I've just been having so much fun with it. I love to read, and I love seeing different people's recommendations and reading book reviews, and I just have been having so much fun with it. So that's been like my form of self-care lately, is just all things books, and I am loving it. So life is good. I'm gonna show you really quick. I realized I've never really talked to you guys about the breakfast that we have in the classroom, and I just brought over the cooler, and I wanted to show you guys like what it is. So I haven't opened it up yet today, so I don't know what the breakfast is today, but let's look at it together. Let's check it out. Why not? Okay, so every student in my school has the option to have free lunch every day if they would like it. And it looks like today it's these little mini waffles. So if there's something hot, then they just separate it with like this little divider right here, so that way it doesn't get the things below it all hot. So below it, it looks like today there's some milk. It's kind of hard to see. Little cranberry raisins, which we'll probably save some of those for snack as well because those ones stay good. And then there's some juice in there too, and sometimes there will be like fruit in there. It looks like today the cranberry raisins, those are the fruit, but a lot of times there's like grapes or oranges. Sometimes they'll do string cheese along with the milk so the kids can choose like one or the other. But it is super nice to have breakfast in the classroom every single day. It's a nice time for us just to eat together, and I do read aloud during that time. So the kids get to, you know, eat their breakfast all together, and that way they don't have to worry about eating at home before they come to school. So that's really nice. And then what we do is since it's free for everybody, we just have to mark it on this sheet right here. So I mark this every day. So I put down, usually they fill in the top part for me, but so I probably won't do anything with the top part. I just cross out for each student who takes breakfast, and then I sign and I date it, and that's that. So anyways, it's a really nice program that my school has that I really appreciate. Also, I left this on my desk, so I'll show you guys this. At the end of the day yesterday, one of my students gave me this really cute little canvas kit where you can color in your own canvas. And she was like, oh, I thought you'd like this, which I absolutely love it. This is so cute. And it's actually the same student who painted me this canvas up here, so she's very artistic. So I love this. I just thought this was like such a sweet little gift. So yeah, I'll have to take this home and color on it. It looks really cute, so I love it. I'll have to do this and then put it up on display so she can see it. But I need to find a thank you card this morning so I can write her a little thank you card for this. It's adorable. Hello sweet friends, not a whole lot to say and I have a lot of running around to do this morning, but I just want to say good morning. Today is Wednesday. I'm just about to eat one of my little cereal bars because I did not eat lunch, or I did not eat breakfast at home this morning. These are so good. These are the Trader Joe's ones. I love these. I always keep some in my back room for days that I don't get to eat breakfast, and I just made myself a cup of coffee. So I'm gonna run around, I'm gonna drink my coffee, I'm gonna eat my cereal bar, and hopefully today ends up being a good day. So I will talk to you guys later. Good morning, sweet friends. Now it is Thursday, January 21st, I believe. Let's see. Yes, January 21st. So I just got into my classroom a little bit ago and I'm just kind of hanging out until the kids get here. So I wanted to show you guys, I made my kids these bookmarks out of my influential people posters, and they really liked them because we are talking so much about Martin Luther King Jr. this week. I decided that instead of just talking about Dr. King on Monday, I wanted to continue talking about him throughout the week, and not just him, but other leaders in the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 60s. And my students are really enjoying it. And we're actually doing compare contrast essays right now, comparing and contrasting two different leaders from the civil rights movement. So a lot of my students are comparing and contrasting Rosa Parks with Claudette Colvin. Some of my students are comparing and contrasting Dr. King with Malcolm X. There are lots of different people that they have chosen and that they are comparing and contrasting. And so I put together just a little PowerPoint where it went over a bunch of the leaders and like why they were important, and then I stuck a bunch of videos on our Google Classroom, as well as made book sets in Epic and all that stuff. And then also they can use Kindle.com if they can't find what they're looking for in Epic. Epic was kind of limited with the number of books it had on like Claudette Colvin and John Lewis, and even like Malcolm X. I think there was only like 1 or 2 different books on there. So Epic was like kind of limited. There was like a ton of stuff on like Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr., but not as much on some of the other leaders. So they've used Kindle, which is just like a kid's search engine. I'll like pop it up on the screen right here, and then I'll link it in the description box if you're interested in that. But yes, I made them these bookmarks and I really like how they turned out. So I'm planning on posting these on my Teachers Pay Teachers if you're interested. Here are some of the other ones that I made. I did not give these ones to my kids yet, but I could potentially make some more for my kids. These are the ones that I gave. So there's Malcolm X. There's Nelson Mandela, and these aren't just civil rights leaders of the 1950s and 60s, obviously, since we have Barack Obama in there. Where is he? Barack Obama. But I just put together some of these bookmarks, like I said, based on my influential people posters. So my kids were really excited about those, and they love looking at the influential people posters and like finding different people that we're talking about. And I really want to make more influential people posters. They are very time consuming. I've been working on and off on a set for quite a while now, but I need to just wait until I have like a good chunk of time to sit down and do it. So it's my goal for this year to make more of those, and I always get different messages on Instagram and emails and stuff requesting different people. So just know if you've sent me a message or an email, I have seen it, I have written it down in a Google Doc, and my hope is that I will make more this year because I do really enjoy making those. So anyways, got a couple things I need to do this morning, and I will try to check in with you guys at some point. I already know I have a student who's planning on joining me for lunch today, so I probably won't vlog at lunch. And then after school, I'm meeting up with another teacher, and we're just gonna go for like a walk outside. So I don't know exactly when I will see you again, but I'll try to check in at some point. So I will see you when I see you. Okay, so I do indeed still have my hat on. I took a walk after school with one of my coworkers, just like a nice COVID-friendly walk where we walked outside and, you know, had our masks and all that fun stuff, but it was cold, so I still have my hat on because my ears are still warming up. I like just walked in the door, and now Jack's here. It's been a little while since you guys saw Jack, so here's Jack. I just let him out of the cat room, and, you know, he's just moving around, checking out the house. Love you. So today ended up being a good day. It honestly flew by. I like couldn't even tell you what we did today. It's all a blur. But tomorrow is a half day for the students. Ow, I just hit my hand. It's a half day for the students because it's records day for teachers. So we get a half day to work on report cards, which is good because I have a lot of work to do for report cards. In fact, I haven't started them yet. So, well, that's a lie. I did kind of start them, but I barely made any progress. So I will definitely use my time wisely tomorrow. Now, I will say the nice thing about now being one-to-one with Chromebooks is almost all my grades are in our Google Classroom. So I feel like it's gonna be so much faster to do my report cards because I already have all my grades like in one spot. So that's gonna be really, really nice. But tomorrow is just kind of a catch-up day, like last chance to get everything in from the semester. If you don't have it in now, like, that's it. So I just am gonna be doing like ketchup and pickles in the morning, and then they're gonna be off on their way. And then I will have the afternoon to work on report cards, and they're not actually due until next week, Wednesday. So if I don't finish them tomorrow, it's not a big deal. I can always work on them more over the weekend or early next week as well. And honestly, like they never take me that long, I feel like. My first year, I feel like they took me forever, and now I have like a system, and I've learned some little hacks on how to do report cards faster, so now it's not so bad. So anyways, I really don't have too much to say. I think I might take a cute little Instagram picture. I kind of want to change into my shirt that I was wearing yesterday and take an Instagram picture. I might do that. So this is your background knowledge that I'm changing into my shirt that's dirty, that's like sitting in my laundry hamper because it said read more books. And I've been really good about taking a lot of pictures for my Bookstagram. So I kind of want to take a picture in my read more book shirt for my Bookstagram. So anyways, I will plan on checking in with you guys tomorrow. Probably not before then, but probably tomorrow. So now I have to decide, do I want the hat on in my picture or do I want the hat off? I feel like it looks kind of cute on. What if I just wore it around like this? It's a look. It's not a good look, but it's a look. So I just went to record my little clip of me turning on my lamp, and my lamp had fallen down, and also my tapestry. Look at my sad little strings up there. I've had this for the past 2 years and it's never fallen. So I don't know, it's like not really that heavy. So I guess I'll have to try to figure that out. That stinks. So in better news, I did go to Starbucks on my way in, and I got something new, and I thought I would try it with you guys on camera because why not? I used to like never ever go to Starbucks, and this year I've gone more than I've gone probably in the last like 5 years combined. But part of the reason why is because I made friends with the barista, and she's super nice, and I just like got to see her, you know? Plus it's like delicious. So anyways, this is an iced cinnamon dolce latte, but instead of the whipped cream on top, I got sweet cream foam, vanilla sweet cream. I don't know what it's called. If my eyes look funny, I apologize. I forgot to take my allergy medicine yesterday, and today I realized. So I picked some up on my way into school, and I'm gonna take that in a second, but first I'm gonna try this. Oh, it's good. I'm not like huge on cinnamon all the time, but it just like sounded good. I still think I prefer like a caramel macchiato or something like that, but this is good. Okay, now I'm gonna drink this, and I'm gonna get ready for the day. I still have to turn the lights on, so we could do that together. Let's go turn on the lights and then take my allergy medicine. Okay, So it is quite a while after school now. It's actually almost 5 o'clock and I just kind of got to working around my room, and this is just what happens sometimes. I end up being here until almost 5 o'clock. I actually had a not very good day today, and I don't really want to get into the specifics, mostly because they're just like not really my stories to tell, and I want to make sure that I am, you know, keeping my students' privacy in mind and all of that stuff. But yeah, it just honestly wasn't a good day at all. There were parts of it that were good, like seeing my students, and some of the things we worked on were really great, and I don't know, parts of the day were really good, but there were parts of the day that were not very good, and I cried twice today, and it is what it is. But now I'm here and it's 5 o'clock and I just feel like I haven't accomplished anything today, even though I know I have. It just ended up being like setting out small fires, and then I had a meeting right after school. And then, yeah, just a lot going on. And so anyways, it was supposed to be a half day for records day, and I did get to work on my records technically, but I didn't finish my report cards, which honestly I didn't really think I would, but I did think I would make more progress than I did. And so now I'm gonna have to work on those this weekend, which I knew I would have to, but also I was hoping I wouldn't have to, you know. So I don't know, it just stinks, and I'm feeling very down today, and I haven't felt down like this in a little while. And so anyways, it is what it is. But I actually have 3 new students starting on Monday, and I just tried to get their desks ready before I left and realized that I cannot find some of the supplies that I need, which I've had 10 kids at this point who have come and left my classroom. Like, my class has been super transient this year, and part of it is because 5 of my students went next door to a virtual teacher who then came back in person. And so anyways, I lost 5 students back in October, and so that's like half of the 10, but still 5 students like coming and going in 1 year is a lot. And now I have 3 more students coming in, and I'm just exhausted. Like, I'm really excited to meet those students, but it is a lot of work preparing for new students. And so many people have told me like, oh, always prepare a couple of extra supply bags, but like I did that. However, when you have 10, now 13 kids who have come into your class in a school year, like I didn't have 13 extra supply bags ready to go. That's a lot. So anyways, I need to do a little bit of running around tonight. I guess I could go this weekend, but I just want to get it over with tonight so I remember what I need. And I just have a little list of things that I need to go pick up. So I'm going to go to Staples, I think, and try to get everything there, because I know that I got my folders from there. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I do need to go grocery shopping tonight as well. And yeah, hopefully my night ends up being better. Maybe once I'm home I can sit back and relax and, I don't know, do something. It's just so hard. Like, I just feel like teaching is so hard sometimes, and I honestly this year have been giving myself a lot more grace, but then I have moments like this where I just feel like I can't do anything right, and I feel like I'm not meeting my students' needs, and I feel like there's just like so much I could do that I'm not doing, and I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it. I just feel like being a teacher sometimes is just feeling like you're like never enough, and I don't know that I ever could be enough, because there's only one of me, and you know, all of these wonderful students who deserve my one-on-one attention every moment of every day. If I could give it to them, I would, but I don't know, I'm just feeling very overwhelmed, and I'm not seeing some of the growth I would like to see with some of my students, and I'm not seeing some of the social emotional growth I would like to see with others of my students. And I just feel like I constantly have so many things nagging at the back of my brain, and I've been better lately about like not coming in as early and not staying as late and stuff like that. Like, I've been leaving at a very reasonable time, and I've been coming in a lot later in the mornings, and I've been feeling good about that. And then today it just hit me where I just felt so guilty, and I know I shouldn't, like, and so that's hard too, because then I'm grappling with like, I know I shouldn't feel guilty for like being a human, but I do. Like, I do feel really guilty because I feel like I could do more and I need to do more. Like, I just feel like I have the most amazing group of students this year, and I just like worry that, I don't know, I just worry. And sometimes that's what being a teacher is, I suppose, but it's just not easy. And so it's gonna be okay. Life is gonna be good, but not every day is good. So anyways, before I cry again, I need to leave, even though I know I'm gonna have to come back this weekend at least once. I'm glad I don't have a boring job. I really am. I'm glad I have a job where I'm excited and where I have fun every day and get to hang out with some really cool people, aka my students and fellow teachers. But it is draining sometimes, like having a job where you never stop working, it feels like, or you never stop thinking about the job at least. I guess I do stop working, but I don't stop thinking about work. I feel like it's like always there in the back of my brain. But I think it's important to be honest on here as well, as much as I can be. Like, for me, I'm pretty much an open book, but I can't share specific stories in good faith because I wouldn't want to share things that my students could watch this video and figure out like what it is that I'm talking about, if that makes sense, because I know that most of my students do watch my videos, and so I just would never want them to feel like they can't confide in me or can't be their true authentic selves in my classroom or whatever. So